Well, let's get into ApoB. Can you tell people what that is, how it relates to this whole scenario?
Yes. So when we're talking, and mind you, this is not a regular blood test. Okay. So you have to go and request this just like you do with the LP little a. So ApoB is going to play like a really important role in the transport of cholesterol and other lipids within your bloodstream. Okay. It's also a component of lipoproteins like LDL. And so it's another form of bad cholesterol. And so when you have a really high level of ApoB, you're at a very, very high increase of cardiovascular disease. And the reason is because ApoB is like a really important factor in the formation of atherosclerosis, which is plaque buildup. Okay. So when you have a high ApoB, chances are that you probably are either on the verge of, or more than likely, you have an accumulation of plaque. To what extent, I don't know, because I don't know the length of time that would be done through, like, first getting a calcium score. If the calcium score is scary, then a CT angio or a clearly one of those tests. CT angio will basically, that's when they inject the dye into you, which is kind of weird feeling, but they do that to get a clear picture. They can give you, they'll give you the exact amount of blockage and location. The thing is, with the clearly, it will tell you the amount of soft versus hard plaque, which is very important because while you don't want any blockage, the soft plaque is the dangerous one because that's the one that could potentially break off and cause, the blockage that could cause a heart attack. Of course, you want your arteries to not be hardened or closed down, but at least with the hardened plaque, it's hardened. So that's what the clearly test will do, which is very good. So with ApoB, it's different because lifestyle and medications can lower it. So fixing your diet, fixing your exercise. Now, look, you're going to go to the doctor and they're going to tell you to avoid saturated fats. Okay. Now, I'm firmly against like your seed oils and things like that, but they demonize certain fats that I can prove to you is BS too, because my blood panel argues completely different, and I teach it and I know it and I understand it. Animal proteins and these fats that are so good that we need are so heart healthy.
Yeah.
And for the life of me, okay, not to go off topic too much, but just to give you an understanding, I've had like eating disorders and dysmorphia my whole life. I've been a model, I've been in body, I've been in everything. So you can imagine the stress. And
Mm,
I'm not ashamed to talk about it now because I think it helps people.
yes.
I was eating this strict, even though that I teach one way, right? Hypocritical. Like, I know the importance of fats and everything. I was eating this such restricted, low fat, barely any fats diet, living off plants, and then I have all of these problems, all of these heart related problems, all these things. The minute, and God bless my wife, she's lived with me and dealt with this for since she met me. In October this year, I had this breakthrough with just prayer and understanding. And I walked in one day and I told her, I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. And she's like, what do you mean? She's like scared. Like, you don't tell, and I'm like, no, you don't understand. I'm done with this living in hell. I said, here's what I want to do. We're going to go to Whole Foods today. I said, I'm just going to start trying everything. And she's looking at me like, who are you? Right. And I said, I'm literally the only fat I ever ate was peanut butter every day, just a little bit, no other fats, 15 grams of fat a day. Now, mind you, I'm burning 3,000 calories a day in exercise and then another, 2,500 sedentary, and only eating 1,600 calories a day and no fats.
Mm,
So imagine, how am I even functioning? So now I'm eating 110, 120 grams of fat a day, very moderate carbohydrates, super high protein, 300 grams of protein, half a pound of good lean, either venison, elk, bison, or ground beef every day, almost a pound of salmon or sea bass or cod or every day, avocados every day, grass-fed butter every day. And my blood panels have never looked so good, and I've never felt so good.
I
So
just want to stop you real quick and highlight the fact that I talk a lot about wild animal protein and that venison and bison and elk and lamb and wild salmon. That is what your body's craving because our soils are so depleted. The
Hmm.
chicken and the conventional beef have been hijacked, and they've got these amyloid proteins in them that can cause other issues. That's a whole nother topic. But you are finally giving your body what it's asking for, and it's like, thank you, God. And now I can raise my metabolism. My brain can get some fuel and some energy. I can maybe lower that stress that you and I as type A personalities just naturally have. And I also want to commend you for being so open, because you think of restrictive eating for women only,
Hmm.
and it's something that a lot of men struggle with. My husband always comes back from the gym and has these conversations with these men that are jacked at 60 and 70 years old. They're on the testosterone, they're on the stem cells, they're on the steroids, because it's all about looking good. But then you really don't know what they're doing to their bodies on the inside, and it is about vanity. And it's hard in this world of social media and being out there to not look amazing
Hmm.
and not to feel enough. And so to take that leap that you did, I really commend you, because I know how hard that is. I mean, as a woman, I live in Southern California. I feel all of the pressures. I grew up in this area where it puts Beverly Hills to shame, as far as the plastic surgeries and the Botox and all of the things. And it really highlights the trust and the faith. And you knew instinctually inside that you weren't giving your body what it needed.
Oh yeah, of course.